Good morning. It is, it's like 7:15, and Mandy and I are almost ready to go to Epic. Gray is meeting us. Unfortunately, work got a little crazy, and Paul didn't want to leave his team, so he transferred his ticket to a different day. So Paul and I are going to go sometime in July, but he couldn't join us today, so it's just the three of us, Mandy, Gray, and myself. And we are getting ready to hopefully get in line at Helios to enter through the hotel entrance. The park opens at 10 and the extra hour for hotel guests is at 9. Last night we linked our power-up bands that we bought at the gift shop. So I'm going to have Paul put in some footage of how those get linked, and we talk a little bit about them as well. All right, we went into the gift shop and we bought power-up bands. Mandy got Yoshi, and she's going to connect hers. Gray, what did you get?
Toad!
Gray got Toad. I also got Yoshi because Yoshi's the best. And Paul...
I'm not going.
Paul, unfortunately, has a really important work thing that came up, so he can't go tomorrow. So we moved his ticket to a different day that he and I are going to go in July. But he is a little sad. We're a little sad that Paul's not going to be here. But
I don't know where it went.
He is a good Paul employee, so...
I don't know where it went.
Paul got Mario. We don't know where it went. Is it right there?
Oh.
You got Mario.
Mario.
It feels like Wario.
I know. They also, inside your power-up is a map that shows you all the places that you can punch bricks, and then you connect it to your app, which is what Mandy's trying to do.
So when you're on here, Grace said that you have to go down to Super Nintendo World and then go over to Universal Play, and then we're gonna scroll. We're gonna scroll down and hit play.
I love how Gray's in the background telling her what to do, whispering what to do.
And then scan band.
Ooh, okay, that's way easier than I
I'm
thought.
gonna scan it.
Scan the Yoshi band.
We did it.
Look, you are Yoshi.
Okay. Okay. So now we get to.
Oh, you get to change your name.
Okay, can I just what should I do?
You can make it whatever you want.
Okay, well, we're going to do it just Mandy for now. Can I edit this later? Okay. And then you get to pick your character. Oh, you get to, look, they're so cute.
They are cute, but they kind of
I like him.
Okay, that guy.
And then.
I'll do a different one, so we're not exactly the same.
Background color. I'm going to do, oh, no, wait, do I want pink?
I'm going to do red.
I'm going to do whatever this color
Team
is.
Yoshi. So are we on the same team? Does that mean that Mandy and I, because we have Yoshi?
Oh, that name is already taken.
Oh, so you have to have a unique name. You can put spaces and stuff. Or you could like M space
Mandy
A. I'm going to see if Yam is taken. That's it. Mandy G for life.
Look at that. That's so cool.
You can scan another band. So, Greg, can you tell us if...
Oh, look.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I gotta get down to it. Oh, that is really cute. So you'll see all the things that you kind of collect throughout the world and your rank. And there are welcome. It tells you about it. That's really neat. It's very interactive. So if you can hook multiple bands up to one account, or how does that work?
I think so. I think you can do 10 magic bands per account.
Magic bands.
I asked this
Power up.
I asked this question when we were.
So that's good, so if you have kids.
I asked this question when we were in the gift
optional,
shop,
add
so
bands.
You can add up to 10, she
Okay.
said.
But then I wonder, can my band be linked to mine and Paul's?
Maybe not.
I don't know. We'll play around with it tomorrow and we'll find out, because we're going to punch
you'll
some
have
bricks.
it on my account, right?
Do you want to slap my band on?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this moment. Are you ready? It's a slap bracelet. So it kind of just...
Ow! Did you even do it right?
It wasn't very good.
Try again. And not so vicious.
I'll try not to be so hard.
I think you...
That was it's on.
Anticlimactic.
So, interesting fact. A lot of people talk about this park and how it shuts down in the rain. And I can tell you that they must be working on some things, because it was pouring down rain. It's still raining, and Stardust is still running. Werewolf is still running. Hiccup swing gliders. So a lot of these outdoor coasters are actually still running in the pouring rain. Yep, there goes Stardust. I don't know if you can see it.
There are people on
there are people on it, and it is running in the rain. So kind of impressed with it. That's kind of cool. Gray and I both decided that if it does rain tomorrow, we are getting on Stardust in the rain. And Mandy is coming with us. As always, our content is brought to you by Keyholder Vacations, the world of DVC, DVC resale market, where you can buy, sell contracts, DVC rental store. They can help you rent out your points or try before you buy. Bonaire Financial, who can finance that contract. And then also wanted to point out a couple of brands that can get you to Universal, Be Our Guest Vacations. They can help you plan the perfect Universal vacation. Unlockedmagic.com/DVC fan for discounted tickets, Disney and Universal tickets. And then, of course, you can swap your points at the DVC rental store for Universal. All right, our goal for today is to show you an actual day at Epic. So it is fully open. Capacity has been up to 50,000. Now, that doesn't mean that there's gonna be 50,000 people there today. You know, just like Magic Kingdom's not maxed out on capacity every single day, but they have upped the capacity, and that is significant because we're talking, they were around like 15,000 for previews, so 50,000. And it is summer, so we'll kind of see, you know, how the park feels. It is June 3rd. It is a Tuesday, so it's not a weekend, but honestly, Amy and Jeff went on Saturday, and I feel like their wait times were less than what I saw yesterday on Monday. So we'll see how today goes. We also do not have Express Pass, so we are going to be slumming it in the standby line. So we're going to see how long everything takes and just see how much that we can get accomplished, especially for Mandy's first day. So we have lofty goals of things that we want her to be able to see and do. All right, we are in line, in the Helios line. So you do want to line up at least an hour. So they're going to let us in. They're going to let us in around 8, but the actual early hour doesn't start till 9. Yeah, so we came in line an hour and a half. So Gray got in line at 7:20, and we joined him like right after. And we are almost outside. So the line starts inside and goes out, and it's wrapping all the way around. So Mandy is here in line, but just a quick pan. So like it just keeps going. Now, this is pretty typical if you've ever stayed at Grand Cal. This is very similar to the entrance to get into DCA, that it starts kind of outside the building and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. All right, they started letting people through the Helios gate at 8. However, we're being held right here. So like this is like right by where the Ministry of Magic Harry Potter portal is. Starts right here. You can see it's like right here. So there's the hotel. So they're actually going to hold us here until 9. It is 8:13. Even though Harry Potter and Ministry of Magic doesn't open with early morning, it's still something that we're going to rope drop to get that out of the way early in the morning when the line is hopefully the lowest. And since we're just right here by the portal, we're going to be there a lot sooner than like anyone that's coming from the other hotels over on the other side of the park. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it starts running in the morning on time because I really want Mandy to be able to ride it.
We have 3 goals today. I don't remember what they are. No, it's Hiccup Swing Gliders, yes. Ministry of Magic, and Donkey Kong or Mario Kart. Yes. Some Super Nintendo ride. So I think with 3 goals, and we're trying to get the first big one out of the way, maybe we'll have room for extra stuff.
Mic, but people are running and I don't want to break the rules, so I'm just speed walking. All right, it is 8:47. We are walking through the queue. The early hour starts at 9. We're actually going to miss that by being in line here. This ride doesn't technically open till 10, but we're getting it out of the way, not sacrificing a lot of park hours for it. And on top of that, in a lot of cases, they've opened the ride up a little early So Jeff and Amy, for example, were here on Saturday. It was supposed to open at 9. At that time, it opened at 8:40. So we're hoping, this is a good strategy. We'll let you know. All right, we are stopped in the locker room area. It's like the R's locker area, and so it is 8:51. So we'll see what happens here. We are further ahead than where Jeff and Amy ended up when they rope dropped the other day, because they ended up back in the vacuum room. So I feel like this might be a good idea as long as things run smoothly. Gray has not gotten to fully ride Harry Potter.
No. When I came for my preview, I got to come with one of the virtual queue times back when they were doing the virtual line, and then it broke down halfway through, and then they kind of like kept doing it, but none of the effects were turned on. So I kind of missed like the back half of the show, but I did see the first probably like 45 seconds of it. So I'm excited to see the full thing, hopefully.
It's 9:20. Pretty much nap time in the queue. Everybody's sitting because we know it doesn't technically open till 10. Laying out our strategy for today.
I'm excited. Look, I even brought my daughter's wand so we can do some magic.
We're going to do some magic, and we're going to punch bricks.
Yes.
So excited about that.
So it was probably a good strategy for us to do this, because the only thing that's open this morning is Super Nintendo World, and then Stardust was open, but it's delayed, and then Monsters Unchained and the Carousel, and so that's it. So I think our strategy to come here, we were I think we'll probably be on like probably the first like 2 or 3 rotations of rides. So we're pretty far up on rope drop. So I think we made a good choice.
Good choice. As long as it opens on time, we made a good choice. So we'll report back and see what happens. All right, it's 5 minutes after 10. We haven't moved. So it still says opening at 10. It doesn't say delayed, but it doesn't have a wait time posted yet. So I'm a little bit nervous why it hasn't started yet. I don't know. It's so cold in here. My nails are blue. I don't know if you can see that. I'm freezing. All right, it is 10 minutes after 10, and we are now moving. So it's looking a little promising. We'll see what happens. We're in the pink hallway, which is when you're getting close to Umbridge's office. Getting excited. Manny's in a meeting. She's in a meeting.
Hiccup apologizes for the mess that you see before them. Hiccup must strive in the...
All right, when you get to the steps, you're a lot closer because it's up the steps and then right back down, and at the bottom of the steps is where they load. So we're actually making really good time despite it opening around 10 minutes late. So here we go. All right, it's about 10:20. We are still waiting. We're kind of at the top of the steps, so we're very close. But I don't think anyone's on because I can see some VIP tours standing on the other side of the stairs, and they would be put on first. It's just always a gamble with anything here. Unfortunately, anything can be delayed or break down. You know, a lot of it's new technology. It's not listed as delayed yet. It still says opening at 10, even though we're 20 minutes past. So we might have still made the right decision. Oh, here comes an announcement. All right, they just said it was delayed. So I wish that they had figured this out before we waited for 2 hours before the park opened. So people are trying to decide if they want to leave or go. It said brief. We might wait a little bit longer. We'll see. Okay, it's 10:26 and they announced that it's working. So fingers crossed. We're heading down the steps now. It's moving slow moving line, but we're pretty close. So see how it goes. We're so close. We're going to be loading soon. It is currently listed as a 240-minute wait, so a 4-hour wait. So if we get on this within the next couple minutes by 10:30, we will, even though we spent a lot of time this morning, we didn't spend a lot of park time because the park technically opened at 10. So I think this was a good strategy, actually. It worked out in our favor. Hopefully. We're almost there. We'll see. All right, we were on by 10:30, off by 10:35. It is a 5-minute ride. They do ask that you don't record, and I wanted to respect that. And not only that, but it's kind of a dark ride, and a camera would just ruin the enjoyment of other guests. So I don't want to do that at all. So I didn't record on it, but we'll get Mandy and Gray's thoughts since it's their first full ride for Gray and first ever ride for Mandy. But that was the right decision. It is now a 4-hour wait, and I am so glad that we rode it already. Yeah, look at this queue. I'm just curious as what it looks like outside as well. What'd you think?
It was so much fun. I was really excited. I'm not a fan of the Harry Potter rides except Hagrid's at the other two parks, but this was a lot of fun. It reminded me of like a slower version of like almost like a Guardians kind of vibe, if you will, with like all the screens and stuff. But the animatronics were so cool, like so lifelike. I was really impressed by that, but it was fun. I really like, and I will say too, I usually get motion sickness and
Sorry, trying not to like fall when I walk here.
I usually get motion sick, and I take Dramamine, but I didn't feel sick at all coming off of it. So if you do, just take some Dramamine, you'll be good.
And just to show you, this is the queue outside for the same ride. So definitely we made the right decision. I don't even know how far back it goes. Just walking along to show you, the inside queue is long to begin with, but then you have this entire outdoor, everyone's waiting outside. Mandy's gonna use her wand and see what happens. There it is, it's shaking.
Oh look, I got money!
Oh, the money's falling.
Power up! Does that count? Is that my power up?
That's not how you get power up. No, I'm sorry. All right, we have decided based on wait times to head into Monsters, since the Monsters Unchained is 35 minutes. Hiccups is delayed, and Stardust is an hour. We're gonna wait and see if that goes down a little bit. So we're heading over there now. It is 10:45. If you can see it, but the windmill burning blade was just on fire. We just missed it. But we are going to go into Monsters Unchained. It is showing 35-minute wait right now, so we will see how that goes. We're getting in line at 10:48. Right, tell us about your Harry Potter experience. Did you finally get to ride the whole thing?
I finally got to ride the whole thing. I was clenched up the whole time, hoping it wouldn't go down. It was good. I think Mandy and I were talking about it. It's one of those, for me, the dark rides are usually like a one and done. I'm not gonna wait a long time for it again, but I did. The ending sequence is very cool, so I'm glad I got to see the ending of it, because missing that definitely takes away from the experience normally. So it was really good. This, when we're in line for Monsters, I like it better. Don't hate me.
Oh, really?
I think I like the animatronics. There's more animatronics, and I think I like it better than the one we just rode.
Okay, this queue can actually get really huge, because the one time that I rode Monsters in April, we never went outside for the queue. So look how much space they have if they need it.
And it goes all the way out.
And it goes all the way out there into more queue in case they need it. So they've got the queue space. I definitely disagree with Gray. I think that Ministry of Magic is the ride. It is the premier ride of the park, but it has to run consistently. But it is today so far, since it started half hour ago. Monsters Unchained is good for me, but it's one that I could skip if I came here. Although I also would not wait 4 hours for Ministry. I would wait an hour of my park time tops. So, and we only waited 35 minutes of park time. So, you know, we'll see. ready? Are you excited?
I don't really like scary stuff, so I'm a little nervous.
I don't think it's that scary. But I feel like, okay, we're starting to go up the steps, so I feel like we're getting closer. 10:59, so it's been about 10 minutes. It's probably going to be, we have been walking the whole time.
Slowly, but
It was at 35 minutes, so we'll see how long it takes.
Look closely. This is a catacombs navigation unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends get to ride one. Use it, Igor steers, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Don't look at that. This is just the emergency feature function. All according to plan.
Experiment. For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. And only one remains.
All right, so we waited exactly a half hour before we were on it. Wait time's at 35, so that was accurate. Right now, wait times are getting a little high. Werewolf is 60 minutes, so we're gonna go get a snack, I think, at Burning Blade. Mandy, how was your monster ride?
Okay, so I hate scary stuff. So I don't know that I'd want to ride it again. I would, but it's not like, oh, I must do it. But that's just because I don't like spooky stuff. However, I will say that I was so impressed with just the way that the animatronics on Ministry and now this have just been crazy good. So it's worth it, even if you don't like scary stuff, just to see how well done they have done these attractions. I mean, it is insane. So I definitely recommend at least doing it once, even if you don't like scary stuff.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't love it the first time I rode it, which was in April. This time I got to notice a lot more things that I missed, and I was more in awe of how cool some of the effects were. So I appreciate it. It's not my favorite, but I do appreciate how impressive it is. Monster needs.
Well, exactly. Dark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's constantly you need stuff. I'm Quincy McCraney. I'm a hound. I'm a monster hunter.
Oh.
This is our headquarters here.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
My name's Amy. I don't hunt monsters.
You know, yeah,
No.
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you need a monster hunter.
I do.
Me, take care of them.
Yeah.
This is our headquarters. You see the trophies on the wall over there?
Oh, over there?
Yeah, that was us. We did that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's us. Just be careful.
Yeah, I haven't seen any yet. Do they not come out until?
They do. Oh, no. See, that's the problem. People start thinking they don't have to worry about monsters because it's daylight. They just go wander around all willy-nilly like, there's no monsters, it's daylight. And I'm like this, oh, you're going to die. Ooh. I always forget about the little ankle biters. That just thrive in the sunshine. Living in the bushes all the time. You hear rustling in the bushes.
Yes.
Especially when the sun's out.
Oh, I did hear it.
You run away.
Okay.
Exactly. Come get me. Come get Quincy.
Thank you.
I'll take care of
I appreciate it.
I want to go on patrol. Make sure there's none out here now. Just always watch the bushes.
Nice to meet you, Quincy.
All right. If you need anything, let me know.
We came into Burning Blade, in case you were wondering what was going on. It is a tavern. You order drinks at the bar, but if you want food, you have to order it on the mobile device, which they have done, or are they in the process of it. You pick it up over here. It's actually an outside window, so you go out that door to pick it up. As you can see, there's not a ton of seating. I don't have the best camera skills like Paul, so there's some standing spots, but there's not really a lot of seating. So I would say if you plan to come to Burning Blade, which Mandy found a spot, so we're just gonna stand at this and have some snacks. What did you get? It looks good.
I got the Pure of Heart, and it comes with like this fun smoke show that you probably have seen, maybe you will see. It's so good. It is sweet, but it's like very refreshing, and I feel like it can be really dangerous because it doesn't really taste like alcohol, but there's whiskey in it. So.
Okay. Do you know what's in it by chance?
I can't see that far. It is whiskey.
I love that I'm getting her trying to squint on camera.
Pineapple, so whiskey, pineapple juice, honey, violet, and blackberry. A mix of that. And ginger beer.
It looks
ginger.
good. I'm gonna have to
It's
try
like a
it.
mule.
Yeah. So anyway, not a whole lot of seating here. So, you know, if you hang around, you might be able to grab a table. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 tables, and then this circle thing you can stand at. There's a couple more tables outside, but not a ton. So this is going to be, I've set the mic down. I'm an amateur. I'm so used to Paul doing all this for me. So if you come in here, just have the mindset of it. It's probably like more of a like check it out, grab and go snack, standing and eating. There's the Monster Hunter characters are really cool. I got him on video. He talked to us last time we came in here, and I swear it's the same guy, but very, very, very cool. So it's a neat, well-themed place. All right, so just to go through before it comes, Mandy and Gray ordered a couple of things. The Hunter's garlic steak, which is $11.99. It's basically like a giant breadstick, garlic breadstick that looks like a knife steak, like a steak. And burning cheddar bites, $11.99 as well. We'll see how those are. I've seen them. They look burnt. They're kind of neat looking. And then Greg got a charred loaded potato for $11.49. So we are still waiting for those snacks to be ready, and we will show them to you once we get them. Over here outside Burning Blade by this kiosk, there are all these Coke Freestyle machines, and you can fill your water bottle up with them. So that's kind of useful. All right, we are in full summer crowds and bringing you, there goes the werewolf, bringing you the experience. The wait times are getting long. Even Yoshi is 75 minutes. Hiccup was down. It just came back at 60 minutes, but even by the time we get over there, we're gonna head over to Berk. We do want to see the dragon show, and that's at, there's a next one at 12:45, so it's 12:07. So we'll probably head that way and then get in line for Hiccup because we can't, Mandy has to ride Hiccup. I did not love any of the food at Burning Blade, but I think, Mandy, you liked yours, right?
Yeah, I liked, I got the, I forget what they're called now, but they're like the burning cheese bites. That could be wrong in that translation.
The ones that look like they're burnt, yeah.
Yeah, but they do look charred on the outside. They're like black, but they aren't. They don't taste charred. But it's basically like a jalapeno pimento cheese. And then there's a sriracha ranch dipping sauce. They're not too spicy. I thought they were pretty good, but Amy didn't like them. So. And then we got the garlic steak as well, the Hunter's garlic steak. Let me tell you, that's some garlic. So.
It was super garlicky.
It was just very dense.
It was, yeah. So I took a small bite of each of those two things, and Gray had a baked potato that looked,
it was like
fine.
Basic.
It was so good. It was a baked potato. I really wanted a baked potato, and it was really good.
Okay, well, he enjoyed it, so that's what matters. I did not enjoy the food, so I'm just small tastes. I'm gonna get some food somewhere else, so maybe in Berk. We'll see.
You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance.
Berk is the best land. It is my favorite. The details are just so good. The music, everything about it, it's so pretty. Okay, the giant toothless stuffies are back, in case you were looking for them. And sorry, Paul, your mug is still out of stock, but also the eggs are back. They're all toothless, which is kind of cool because those were the ones that were missing before. We are gonna go into the Untrainable Dragon Show. These are the show times. We're gonna hopefully hit up this 12:45 one because it's 12:33. In true Florida fashion, it is raining.
So they weathered the
But we are wearing our rain gear and we are pressing on. Hiccups is still running. Stardust is still running, so we're in line for Hiccups. It is a 50-minute wait. It looks longer than 50 minutes, so we'll see. I've never waited that long for this. I feel like it's because they're only running one ride vehicle. I only see one going. The rain's kind of coming down here. So just be prepared for rain because it can rain and be sunny and hot. It has cooled down, so that's just something to think of. We saw the Untrainable Dragon, love it. That is one of my favorite in-park shows ever. I didn't record any of it for multiple reasons. One, they do ask you not to at the beginning, and nobody recorded, so that was really nice to not have to watch through someone's phone or whatever, and I didn't want to bother the people around us as well. And two, I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys. I know you've probably seen some of it, or if you want to go see it, you can watch it. There's millions of videos out there. But if you cannot spoil it for yourself, if you love How to Train Your Dragon, it will give you goosebumps. It is that cool, as long as everything's working. So that's why I didn't record it. It was awesome.
Yeah, I tried not to have any spoilers. I did know one spoiler, but I didn't know the extent of it. So it was really cool. It was well done. The dancers and the actors did such a nice job. But yeah, it definitely gave you goosebumps. It's awesome. I loved it.
Okay, we just got off Hiccup. One thing I will say is you save a lot of time if you have a bag that doesn't need to go in the lockers here. So basically, a fanny pack is all they'll allow you to have without having to use the lockers. Now, Mandy's bag is...
So I have more of a sling bag, but I did put it around my waist and it was fine.
So they just asked her to put it around her waist. So if you have a bag that can go around your waist, like a fanny pack, you can skip a whole bunch of people that are having to use the lockers. It said a 50-minute wait. We waited 25 minutes, and that was butt in the coaster in 25 minutes. So that's pretty good. That's the best. This is the best right here. If you love How to Train Your Dragon, it's the music, the animatronics, everything about it. It's amazing. But just wanted to tell you that. And it still operates in the rain. Stardust is still operating in the rain as long as it's not storming. So those are both good. All right, just to give you a lay of the land right now, it is 1:55 p.m. Park is open until 9, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have to count on my finger, 7 hours. Weather is delaying things. I'm surprised because they were running everything in the rain yesterday. I haven't heard thunder, but maybe it's storms. So Harry Potter is delayed. That's indoors. That just broke down. Glad we rode that this morning. That was the right move. Stardust is delayed, weather delay. Also, Harry Potter just says delay. Stardust is weather delay. Dragon Race Rally, weather delay. Constellation Carousel, 45-minute wait. Not worth 45 minutes. Don't wait that long for it unless you have nothing else to do. It's cute, but I would wait 5 minutes, maybe 10. Hiccup Wing Gliders, weather delay. We were so lucky. We ducked in. It said 50 minutes. We waited 25, so well worth that. That's the best ride. So that's delayed. Fire Drill is a 30-minute wait. I would not wait 30 minutes for that. I'd wait 5 if I was really hot and didn't mind getting soaked. So I've actually not ridden that yet. I have no desire. Monsters Unchained is 40 minutes. We waited 30 for it, so I'm glad we rode that when we did. I feel like that being indoors is going to get a longer wait time with everything else being delayed. Curse of the Werewolf is just delayed. So that might be down. I don't know. That was down earlier today. Yoshi says weather delay. Mario Kart is 130 minutes. That's been really high all day. So we're keeping an eye on it. We're gonna head to Super Mario Land, Super Mario World. Mandy's not been in there yet, and we got our power-up band, so we're gonna go punch some bricks and see how that works. Someone got yelled at about trying to bring their stroller on here. It was a little intense. I did get part of it on camera. Okay, so this is really cool because I turned the camera off instead of flipping around. This is why you know Paul is the one that does this for me. I'm just gonna get Mandy's reaction seeing it for the first time because her voice already has gotten really high pitched.
That's what we saw. Dude, this is stupid. This is so crazy. Wow. This is intense. Like, like you hear people talk about, that have been here. It's like you walk into these portals and they're just so immersive. And I feel like I've said that a lot today, but it really is. Like, you step out of that portal and it's just, you are in the video games, and it's so nostalgic for me anyway. I mean, like, I grew up playing these games and my kids play them now, and this is cool. This is really, really cool.
Time to punch bricks.
Get it! Punch the bricks! Punch the bricks!
So Mario World is crazy. Donkey Kong Land, not quite is crowded because everything's weather delayed, so the ride's down. But if you feel like punching bricks is too crazy, you can come over to Donkey Kong and scan your band and get credit in the app for this. You're gonna be seeing a lot of me today just because Mandy went to go grab some banana ice cream. They came through and said there's no official line for Donkey Kong. There are people waiting here in a line, not inside the queue, outside the queue. It still says weather delay. They're saying they can't estimate when he'll be back. It's not raining anymore, so I don't know. Most everything else is down, and Mario Kart is a 3-hour wait. So, if I gotta wait somewhere, I'm gonna wait for one of the key attractions. So we'll just hang out here and see what happens, because, nothing else is running really except the carousel, and I'm not waiting 45 minutes for that. So we'll see. What do you think, Gray?
Let me just say that I'm very excited to be at Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Even though we're waiting, it's still fine. We got lucky with riding Ministry, and we got to see the show in Berk. So we're waiting. I think at the very least, when the sun goes down, something will open up, and we can probably jump on a couple rides towards the end at the very least. So if Nintendo World wasn't so crowded, we'd be punching bricks, but it's like super crowded because that's like the only thing to do. So we'll see.
We are experiencing an extended delay. This delay could last a while, and we are
All right, well, they're saying extended delay, so we might make another decision, but we're gonna try some banana ice cream soon. I'm happy to be here. It is busy, and sometimes weather happens and things break down. We've gotten a lot done. We got to ride Harry Potter, Monsters Unchained, Hiccup's Wing Gliders. We saw the Dragon Show, so that's a pretty good amount so far. So we'll see how it goes. It is almost 2:30. All right, we're sitting in the queue for Donkey Kong. It's not open yet. They said they don't know. It's been almost 18 minutes. At the moment, we're kind of in the mindset of we might as well wait here because Stardust did reopen, but it's 75 minutes, and I feel like after it's been open, it'll go down at least to maybe 60. It's been 45 throughout the day today too, so we're gonna wait a little bit. All right, we are moving some, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
Tell us what you got at Hiccup.
You go first. I'll go.
Okay, I really liked it. Best so far, I think, that I've ridden. I haven't ridden much yet. That's like my third ride. But I did really like it. I thought it was fun. I love how it's the whole time you have the speakers playing in the car, so that just makes it, the theming, like it tells a story, and I think that's really cool. And the ride itself is really fun. There's a couple surprises in there, and you get to see Toothless, and so that's always really exciting. So I really liked that ride. It was fun.
Yes. I've had the chance to ride it a couple times at different previews and stuff, and it's one you can ride over and over. I like it better than Slinky for sure. I think it's a little bit faster. And with the music, I think the theming, it takes the cake. I will say, like I mentioned, I've been here. This is technically my 4th time. This is more of okay, you don't live here, so this is definitely a more accurate reflection and kind of what we had been predicting of making a goal, and then with the weather, it's really hard to know, and especially in the summer, with things going down. We got lucky enough to do kind of 2 or 3 of the big rides that we wanted, and now it's kind of just see what happens. Maybe we can do some activities, get some food, and maybe stuff will come up later. So it is accurate. If you're here for a day, you might have the chance to do everything, or you might not. And it's just really hard, especially with the seasonality, I think. But
And I think too, because right now it's not open for like annual passes, so you buy your one day, that's your one day ticket, and it's like you've got to go all or nothing unless you're, you know, planning to come back. So I think if you go into it with the mindset, like even leading up to it, like that was what we talked about the most is what are the 3 things you like absolutely have to do. And I think we'll get to do more than that, but I think then you go in with the expectation of if I can at least do like some of my top things, then you still have a really good day. Because I will say, even though it has been delayed and that's been a little bit disappointing, being here for the first time and like going into the different portals has been just such a cool experience. I think you could spend all day here and not ride a single ride and still see and do so many cool things. So.
All right, so we decided to wait for Donkey Kong. It started running after we waited, like 25 minutes of it not running. So we technically been in the queue for about 50 minutes since it started running. We waited a little bit longer though, but nothing else was running at that time anyway. So not terrible. So it looks like we're gonna get on very soon.
And everything else started coming back up.
And everything else has started coming back up.
Mario Kart went down. So I'm glad we didn't decide to. Like,
yeah, I'm glad we didn't wait in line for Mario Kart because it went down. After this, we are going to go to Stardust. That is a must-do. We really want Mandy to be able to ride it. It has been solid 75 minutes since it came back, so we're just going to suck it up and wait. So worth it. We've been, try not to run into people. We've been really making some good decisions today. We decided to wait it out, even though it said weather delay and they kept saying extended delays. We waited like 20-something minutes before they reopened it, and then about 50 minutes. But now it says 130-minute wait. So we waited a lot less than some of these people are going to, and we got to ride it, and most other things were down anyway. So we are going to kind of suck up the Stardust line, which is 75 minutes because we got to ride that. But yeah, so far, so good.
oh, that's good. I'm gonna scan it again.
That cloud is looking quite ominous right there, but they are running right now. We spent a little bit of time in the store. Mandy bought some things for a relative, had them shipped home. That took a little bit of time because the lines are kind of long today, but we're gonna head over onto Stardust, hope the weather holds out and this cloud doesn't do anything. It's been a solid 75 minutes, pretty much the entire time we've been looking at it since it came back after the weather. So it's not going anywhere, so we're gonna give it a shot. This is a ride where you cannot wear your bag. You have to put everything in a locker, including your phone. You do go through a metal detector. It's the only ride that requires a metal detector. So that's important to know. On Donkey Kong, we rode all of our things, or rode with all of our things, I should say. So we rode Stardust, and right when we were getting on it, it started raining, which is exactly what Gray wanted. He wanted to ride it in the rain, and it was a lot of fun. So before we talk about what we're doing for dinner, I want to ask Mandy and Gray. Gray's ridden it a couple times, but this was Mandy's first time. I want to ask her what she thought of Stardust. Here, you guys take the mic.
It was so much fun. Usually on like big coasters, I chicken out and like close my eyes, but I didn't, and it was amazing, you know, and like being able to like, we did green, so we actually turned over the yellow, and like I opened my eyes like the whole time, and it was so much fun. Like probably hands down my favorite coaster. Like, I mean, in Orlando, I'm a big Guardians. Like, I know that's not like a major thrill coaster, but I love the theming and just everything behind Guardians. It's such a fun ride. But I love this so much. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, as Amy said, I've ridden it a couple of times at previews and stuff. I hope we get to ride it at night. It's pretty cool at night. Doing it in the rain was fun. Like, we didn't expect it, and it was fun.
Wait, what, 75 minutes?
It was about 75 minutes. It's like an experience, like a community experience. Like, everyone's getting on, they're all tired from waiting, and everyone gets off, they're clapping. It's like everyone's like wide awake. It's like very fun. It's like a community almost event. So definitely hard recommend. I like it better than Velocicoaster.
Okay, so after our rain coaster experience, we came over to Pizza Moon, And this is in Celestial Park. It's quick service. With most all the quick service, unless it's like a kiosk, you come in, you find a seat first, you scan the QR code at your table, you order, and you'll put your table number there. And then they bring it straight to your table. So there are a lot of very interesting pizzas here. We ordered 3 different ones that we're gonna try. All of them were $18.99 a piece. They're, except for Mandy's, I'm sorry. Mandy's doesn't have any protein. It's all like vegetable mushrooms, so it was $17.99. The other 2 were $18.99. But this is, I don't even remember what it's called. Mushroom. Giant mushroom. So and then the one I got is called Pizza Lunare. The one that I picked has the ube crust, which is basically it's purple sweet potato. So you can see it's very purpley, very cool. And then it's not here yet, but Gray ordered basically Hawaiian, right?
Halakahiki Mahina.
Okay, which is basically pineapple pancetta. So it's like their take on a Hawaiian pizza. So we're gonna dig into this and we'll tell you what we think. So purple. The remains of my purple pizza. If you are watching Paul live on TVC Fan right now, it's Tuesday night. We're eating pizza while he's working. Mandy left some behind, but very good. I think we agreed that they're all laughing. I think we agreed that this was a really solid choice for dinner and that the pizza prices were actually really good. That's a huge helping. You know, you could share. One person can have a very big pizza. I'm very full. So pretty good. Pizza Moon gets a A+. Also, I thought the best pizza was the one that I was least likely to order, which was the Hawaiian one that Gray had. It was delicious. So. We needed some dessert, so we came over to Frosty Moon, and they have different types of ice cream as well as toppings. So you get 2 toppings. It is $7.99 for a cup. I believe a cone was $8.99. So Mandy and I, Gray didn't want any. Mandy and I got both got cookie butter. I didn't know until I saw the receipt. It's Biscoff cookie butter. I got brownie pieces and cheesecake pieces, and she got mini marshmallows and gold sprinkles. So we're waiting at the pickup window, and we'll see how it is. And Mandy,
Yes.
we're gonna try to get.
Try to ride Werewolf.
Try to ride Werewolf. It's been down. Flip the camera around. It's been down off and on throughout the day, and it's had really high wait times, like 100 minutes. That's pretty high for a ride that's short. Oh yeah, look, there's a violinist over there. It's showing 45 minutes right now because it just came back, so we're gonna try. We were trying to decide between riding Hiccup again and riding Werewolf, but Mandy hasn't gotten to ride Werewolf, so we're definitely gonna give that one a shot. And then the last thing we plan to hopefully do tonight is that we want to ride, this way. We want to ride Stardust once it's dark. They actually supposedly changed the soundtrack when it gets dark out, which we probably wouldn't recognize the difference anyway. But then it looks really cool with the lights, so we're gonna give that a shot. And I think that's gonna be it for us. It's 7:30, so we're getting pretty tired. Here's Werewolf. It's actually kind of a short ride, but it is fun. Werewolf does not require a use of a locker, and you actually can bring all of your stuff on, kind of like on a Disney ride. So we've all got merch and stuff because we stopped. I had to get Paul's Starbucks mug because I broke his one earlier, but we'll see how it goes. All
All right, we're pretty much ending our day, and I left off at getting in line for Werewolf. That didn't work out.
No, it went down.
We waited 40 minutes. Unfortunately, it went down at around 8:30. We decided we really wanted to ride Stardust in the dark, and it closes at 9. The park closes at 9. So we got out of line, and I don't even know if Werewolf came back up. So
I don't think it did.
Yeah, so we made the right decision because by 8:50 it was still delayed. So overall, so we rode Stardust in the dark. We waited a little longer. Once you get to where they put you on the coaster, if you want to ride up front, you can ask. It is a longer line. There's a smaller little queue there. What did you think we waited like 10?
Maybe 10 more minutes.
10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was worth it though.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
Even I did it.
Yeah, Mandy did it. Gray did it in a different car. He rode with another person, and it was a whole lot of fun.
legit.
Definitely worth it. It was
Yeah, but I think we had a good day overall.
We
What do you think?
did.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I think we went into it knowing that today, without express passes, being very busy, the start of summer, that we were maybe only going to get to do a handful of things, and I think we exceeded those expectations. So I'm really glad that we got to do it. This was my first time here. Absolutely amazed. Can't wait to bring my girls back. I think they're going to absolutely love it. So.
Yeah. What was your 2 favorite things?
My favorite portal was like kind of a section of a portal, but Donkey Kong. It's just very nostalgic for me, and so I absolutely love that. My favorite ride, Stardust for sure. My second favorite's Hiccups. I love Berk.
Really
Berk
good.
is like a very a close second portal for me.
Yeah.
So.
Ray, what's your favorite?
Stardust, especially at night and in the front. It was
I
like the
know.
trifecta. It was as cool as it could be. But I agree with Mandy. I think Nintendo in general is the coolest portal, most to do, especially with the power-up band. We didn't get to experiment a lot. It was very crowded, and that's another thing to keep in mind with the weather is not only do the rides not wait, but also you have like crowds that are forming in like the regular areas doing like whatever else there is to do. So we didn't do too much with it. We'll come back and do it at some point.
We got Kong though.
But we did get to do the Donkey Kong, which
We
was
got
fun.
K-O-N-G, Kong.
Yeah. If you are a DVC member and you are coming and you're going to do a day at Epic, it might be worth it for the Express Pass. I don't think we can justify it. It would have been $300 a piece today extra on top of our park ticket. I think we did enough that we didn't need to pay for that.
For sure.
Yeah, and also the Express does not include the Harry Potter ride or Donkey Kong, so those are 2 big ones that you would still have to wait for.
And we were able to do those today. So.
And for the same price for Express Pass, you could come more than one day and have like more leisurely days and enjoy some of the other things like Punch and
that's a
Bricks.
good point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think that's a better deal, is to come for more days instead of buying the Express Pass. So thanks so much for joining us. We had a great day, and we're gonna head to bed.
Yes.
After we shower.
After we shower.